It's a pleasure and a privilege for me and Mike Tyson to be coming over there. I will be bringing Mike Tyson over as a guest of Carl Cass and Steffen Tangstad in the very near future after Mike fights, but I'll be coming before then to reconnoiter the area. And it's just a pleasure to welcome you to Orwell, Ohio, to the training camp of Mike Tyson. And we're just delighted to be on TV1000.
What you got to say about Mike Tyson now? He looks good. I've seen him myself, and the fight 19th of August on TV1000 is going to be a great fight.
It's going to be a historic event. Mike Tyson is in phenomenal condition, as Steffen has just witnessed. He works out every morning. He's out now getting himself together. All of his handlers are there working with him on different techniques. He's weighing around 219 pounds. He's at fighting weight right now. And this guy is really, I think, will be bigger and better than he ever was before. And you'll have an opportunity to see it on TV1000 on August the 19th on that historic day. But in addition to Mike Tyson, what a supporting cast we have. Bruce Seldon, the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, the Atlantic City Express, will be taking on the first Native American heavyweight challenger in history. And that would be Joe Hip, a full-blooded Indian. So he'll be fighting for the world's title, and that's going to be something, SKD, something kind of different. And then we will also have on that card a young man named Miguel Angel Gonzalez, the lightweight champion of the world of the WBC, taking on Lamar Murphy. And this will be a great event. And we will have Julian Jackson and Quincy Taylor. That's another exciting event in the World Championship that will be on that card. So you're going to have a great card all the way around on that evening of August the 19th, and we look forward to all the fans on TV1000 to see it, Steffen, and it's going to be a great show. But Tyson will be vintage Tysons. So all of Norway and Sweden and Scandinavia, wake up and tune in to TV1000 because you're going to see an affordable treat at an affordable price and a treat you can't afford to miss.
We probably have some questions. Vi har kanskje noen spørsmål fra de som til stede i Stockholm, og vær så snill og bare sette i gang og spørre Mr. King, så svarer han som vanlig så godt som han kan. I'll wait for the question.
Which name will Mike use? The Tyson name or his name?
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is world renowned. That will be the name he will be fighting under, and he will be provocatively beautiful.
Mer spørsmål? Nå har de sjansen til å spørre løs. Det er ikke sikkert de får den sjansen igjen noen gang.
I don't think so. I think that Foreman, as you know, has relinquished the IBF crown, and most fortunately for me, I just happen to have Francois Botha, who is the #1 contender for the IBF crown, so it will be Francois Botha and Axel Schultz. So I guarantee you will have a white heavyweight champion in the very near future, and hopefully I will be the promoter and TV1000 will be the carrier. So look for it, a white heavyweight champion. The White Hope is back, and then he'll get an opportunity to fight Mike Tyson.
That means that you will have all the 3 heavyweight crowns now, Mr. King, and is Tyson again going to try to unify the title?
Absolutely, Steffen. That's the whole object of Tyson's comeback. He don't want to just be a great fighter. He wants to be a phenomenally great fighter. No one has been able to unify the crown since Tyson's absence, and he was the only one to unify the crown since Muhammad Ali. So Tyson has launched his campaign to become undisputed champion of the world, and we will do that working toward the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF. We're not counting those other organizations that everyone just picks up and makes one for their pocket or for their toy for their kid. They don't count, Steffen. The only world organization that really counts is the WBA, WBC, and the IBF.
More questions?
Come on, Norway. Come on, Sweden.
In what shape is Peter McNeeley? Is he a real threat?
Yes, he is. that's the real danger about all of this, but that's what makes it so intriguing and so exciting. The hurricane, Irish Peter McNeeley, the leprechauns will be dancing from glen to glen. The Kelly Green will be shining brightly when he goes into war. What is his record? His record is 36-1, 30 knockouts, 21 knockouts in the first round. No matter who he was fighting, any man that can knock out 30 people, he is a danger, and especially so coming out with Tyson on the first fight. The quote of the week in America is by Peter McNeeley. He said, any fighter would love to have the opportunity to fight Mike Tyson first. He said, but I will get the opportunity to demonstrate to the world whether it's truly on Mike Tyson or rusty Mike Tyson. So Peter McNeeley is coming in to fight. He's going to rumble, and so we don't know what the outcome will be. We're all looking for Tyson to win, but you never know after a 4-year layout. That's why you must tune in to TV1000 and get the answers of what's happening now. All the unanswered questions will be answered on TV1000 on August the 19th, live and in living color.
Good. More questions?
Come on, Norway. Come on, Sweden. Scandinavia, I'm waiting on you.
There's a question now. There's a question here. Tyson's been away from boxing 4 years. What about his punching power and killing instinct?
Awesome. Devastatingly awesome. He's knocked out, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys already. The first day he went into the ring to box. He's been conditioning for quite a while. He boxed about 2 weeks ago. He knocked out 2 guys in the first outing. Yesterday, he boxed 5 rounds and he knocked out one of the guys in the 4th round against 3 sparring partners. 1 got knocked out in the 4th round, and he considers himself rusty, and he's working toward getting sharp, but his punching power is awesome.
Go on. They're walking around with the mic.
If he wins this fight, what will be the next fight?
The next fight will be coming up in the last quarter of the year. He will be fighting again, and we will let you know on the night of the fight of August 19th so we can keep the schedule going. He wants to be able to dispatch each opponent if he can, so that he can unify the title, and then so soon he'll be fighting for the world's championship. We're looking forward to that. In fact, maybe it may be Bruce Seldon, it may be Oliver McCall, we don't know, and we'll find out when Axel Schultz and Francois Botha fights, and it may be one of them.
Go on.
How much money will he make out of this fight?
It'll be countable money, and when you can count your money, it ain't too much. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for the day that when you can't count the money, then that's the day I will be happy to let all of Norway and Sweden and the world know what it is, because it'll be infinitesimal. You know what I mean? But this little chump change that we're making now is nothing to brag about. But the most important thing, money is not the real reason that Tyson is fighting. He's fighting for the glory of being one of the greatest fighters in the history of the world. He wants to unify the heavyweight championship, and he wants to do it with great splendor. So you'll be looking at history in the making, and only on TV1000 throughout Scandinavia will you get an opportunity to witness this greatness.
Could you say approximate the money? Approximate.
Well, approximate. What we don't know.
20 million dollars.
Yeah, a little more than that.
A little bit more than
Steffen.
20?
Yeah, a little bit more. But Steffen, please, it's more than 20. Don't take me any further than that.
Okay. More questions? Come on.
What is your business relation with Tyson? Do you promote one game, one fight at a time, or is it more than in a row?
Tyson and I are together. You know, this is a good question, because, as you know, one of the American journalists, he created a figment of his imagination. He was wishfully thinking that Tyson would dispatch me with great expedience. And so he wrote a big story that Tyson was gone. They had drew up the coffin for me, and they nailed on around and putting the nails in the coffin. Then they say, he may be Blackula. So they grabbed a wooden stake and stuck the stake through my heart, you know what I mean, and make sure that I couldn't come back, and figured that Tyson would be gone. And then when he came out and said he's sticking with Don King, I mean, it just was shocking. It was discombobulated. They didn't know how to react to it. But to answer your question, me and Tyson will be together for a long, long time. We are friends. I love Tyson, and Tyson is a guy that loves me, and we have demonstrated a relationship that's undeniably unbeatable. And so he was just talking to him. He's standing outside the door there. He's not on the camera, but he's a guy that, yes, Steffen tried desperately to bring him in here. But what we want him to do, he's told me to tell you, the fans in Norway and Scandinavia and Sweden, that he wants to come over there because he hears so many wonderful stories about the congeniality, the conviviality, the camaraderie of the people of Sweden and Norway. And if Steffen is any example, he loves Steffen. And he said, don't Steffen look good? He said, wow, he really look good, don't he? I said, yes, he do, Mike. I say, he really looks good. I say, he's a nice guy. And had it not been for Steffen, I wouldn't be talking to you now.
Ok. Flere spørsmål? Jeg bare også påpeke det at, som han sier, så er Mike Tyson rundt der hele tiden. Vi har snakket med han rett før vi går på TV her nå. Og forholdet mellom Mike Tyson og Don King, ja, det er som far og sønn nærmest. De tar rundt hverandre og er veldig, veldig nære, så det er ingen tvil om at det forholdet kommer til å vare svært lenge, og det er heller ingen tvil om at Don King er den største promotoren også som kan skaffe de beste kampene for Mike Tyson, så det skulle man ikke lenger stille spørsmål om, nesten, for at det finnes ingen tvil i deres forhold. Spørsmål?
Fantastic. The man is adjusted. He's grown. He's matured. He read a lot in the penitentiary, and he's educated himself, elevated himself. He's a wonderful human being. I thank God every day for blessing us with a dynamically wonderful human being like Mike Tyson, and that what a great champion he is, and what really makes him remarkable. And by the way, today is Mike Tyson's birthday. So let us in Scandinavia get together with a rousing round of applause and say, happy birthday, Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson says to TV1000, on this birthday, I here do decree that I will demonstrate my talents and my abilities to the best of my ability on August the 19th, and I look forward to seeing you there. So Mike Tyson's birthday to TV1000, put it up there, Carlcast. Make certain you put a little thing over the screen all day on TV1000. Today is Mike Tyson's birthday, and no one could be prouder. And if you cannot hear us, we'll say it a little louder. So it's going to be great. But the greatness of Mike Tyson is that he appointed two young men, one named John Horn, one named Rory Holloway, to be his co-managers. He made these young men instant millionaires just by this appointment. And these young guys, he's practicing what he preached and going to the community, elevating the community, recycling the dollars through the community for a better quality of life for the people within the community. This is what makes him remarkable, better than any other athlete that I've seen. All of our athletes in America, they all say black power, we this, we that. They didn't take the money out of the community. Mike Tyson runs back to the community, and he helps the people so that you can have the modicum of that equality that we all search for in this great nation called America, a country that I love, and I think is one of the greatest nations in the world. But Mike Tyson exemplifies that, and that is why I love him so dearly.
Som dere hørte, så er Mike Tyson altså 29 år i dag, og Don King lurte om dere skulle ønske han til lykke med dagen, og vet ikke om det hører hjemme. Ja. Okay, they're going to have a cake later about his birthday.
Wonderful, wonderful. Carl, I love you for doing that, because I want the people to know Mike Tyson, the human being. Not Mike Tyson, the dynamic fighter that goes in there and just smashes his opponents into smithereens. You know what I mean? I hope he can continue in that journey of doing so, but the fact of the matter, he's such a warm human being when he's out there just now embracing Steffen and looking at Steffen admiring Steffen's countenance and letting him know how he feels. These are the things that the people don't know about Mike Tyson. He's a very warm human being with a lot of love and a lot of giving in his heart. And I want the people of Norway and Scandinavia to recognize, realize, and appreciate that fact. But we'll be there, and you'll see for yourself. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. Carl, why don't you send me my invitation now? What's holding you up? I want to be in Scandinavia.
Don, it's in the facts. It's in the facts. Come right now.
Thank you, thank you.
Flere fråger?
If Tyson should lose this match to McNeeley, what happens then to his career?
You know what Hannibal said? We'll either find a way or make one. You know what I mean? So what we have to do is we don't look toward defeat, but we give the risk. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. Peter McNeeley is going to be one of the most awesome opponents for Tyson. You can get a great fighter or a rated fighter that's had a lot of fights and you think he would do this, that, or other. That fighter becomes conditioned to boxing. He knows what his thing is and he thinks too much. But when you get a brawler like Peter McNeeley, is like the devil be damned. I don't care. I'm going for broke. And so he comes in throwing leather. And we know for one thing for certain, he has a knockout punch. So, you know, so it's going to be real interesting to see, but we're not looking toward whether or not Mike Tyson loses or wins. We're going in that Mike Tyson is the best fighter in the world. Under that premises, we are going to say we'll deal with whatever happens when it happens, but right now we're looking forward to a miraculous victory on the 19th of August, and the only one that stands in the threshold blocking the doorway is the Hurricane, Irish Peter McNeeley. So pull your hats down. When the wind starts blowing and it starts twirling around and you know you got a hurricane, you got to be careful. You got to pull the shutters and make certain that you take care of yourself and protect yourself at all times.